As some of you may know, I have been doing a Rarity challenge on my YouTube channel for a long time now, and today is the Season 2 finale of that challenge. Set 4 has brought about some amazing cards, honestly, some top tier picks, some high rarity monsters, but we're not going to be using any of those cards today. We're going to be using commons only. Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Steven Rodriguez. I'm your true champion. And like I said earlier, guys, we are doing this Season 2 finale for the Cardfight Vanguard Zero Rarity Challenge that I do here on YouTube. And I'm super excited because we're doing commons only. Now, if you're wondering why I'm so excited, it's because in the last video where I did commons only, it was the first and only time that in the 3 battles that I did on stream for you guys, I actually went undefeated in every single fight. It was honestly so shocking to me how easy it was to win with commons only, and I'm really excited. So, by the way, if you guys are new here and don't understand the rules for this challenge, they're really simple. Basically, I'm allowed to use any clan that I want to in order to build my deck out of. However, I'll be placing specific rarity restrictions on myself in order to pick the cards that I then use to build that deck. For this video, the cards that I'm allowed to use are only supposed to be common. I can only use commons, and that's all. Special stipulation to perfect guards, because I feel like it is impossible to build any sort of competitive deck right now for the ranked ladder or any match in particular without PGs, because basically you leave the ability for yourself to take damage up to basically luck or your opponent like not attacking you 3 times every single turn. So it's like a natural clock put on you for how long you get to play, and I don't think that's any fun. I will then take that deck that I've built and then go onto the ranked ladder and play 3 games with it. If at least one of those games results in a victory, then boom, the challenge will be considered a success. I am currently, I want to say 5-1. I've done it 6 times, 5-1. I've only lost 1 time, and that was in the Season 1 Rares and Lower Challenge. Enigman Rain, why you let me down? But like I said, I have high hopes here for the commons only deck, and honestly, I think today is going to be super exciting. So if you guys are excited for this and want to see more videos like this from me in the future, please be sure to let me know that by leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking that bell for notifications, so that way you guys know when my videos go live for you. I think something like 70-ish% of you guys aren't actually subscribed that watch these videos, so just know that I do post videos 3 times a week, and I do all kinds of Cardfight Vanguard and TCG content here on the channel. So if that interests you, just know that subscribing is always an option. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see what deck I built for this commons only challenge. The deck that I chose to build for this challenge is basically the same exact deck that I built for the previous commons only challenge, Nova Grappler. Now the reason why I did this was because Nova Grappler for some reason has the largest pool of common cards, so I had the most options available to me. Plus, there were some new cards added, so now I can use a pure Nova deck instead of just like the random Cray Elemental or 2. And then second, it is a different clan that I'm using for this specific season of the challenge. It may have been used in the last challenge, but there's no rule saying I can't choose the same clan twice. And especially since it's across seasons, I feel like it's more than okay. So this deck is extremely similar, almost like card for card the last list. So if you guys are confused or want to know some any specific cards, go ahead and check out the other list. But basically, this is just like a consistent good Nova's deck with just the best common cards that exist. You have the best beat sticks, you have the best ability to countercharge. Brutal Joker is surprisingly a really powerful van and rear guard because he can hit really good numbers. In Limit Break format, if you use a skill twice, he gets 18k. If you get a stand trigger, you can get swing for 23k. So you can actually hit good numbers against cross-ride decks. The main grade 3 is going to be Shubela here, who can let you draw cards and is a 13k attacker when boosted on Vanguard Circle, so that's really good, helps you hit good numbers. And then you have Hercules and Claydol Mechanic for the counter charge, and then you have just your 10ks, your 8ks, your 11k attackers, and then you have the Counterblast 1 gain 1 power Oasis Girl. Again, better numbers. The whole point of this deck is just to get good numbers that can hit your opponent, so that way you can just like grind out a game and maybe get a little bit lucky. This is also why we're running Lionette Heat as our starter. It's a really nice way to get free cards into your soul while also trying to make your numbers more consistent for pressure. It combos really well with Shubela, allowing you to get that free draw on hit, which is super nice. And then the 3 new cards in the deck are Cup Bowler and Top Gun, who do the exact same thing. Vanguard Circle, when one of your rear guards is rest, this unit gets power plus 1k. This card's trashed down to grade 3, but it's the only other Nova Grappler common card. And then Cup Bowler is actually a pretty cool ride on your Vanguard, because a lot of the time I'll find myself like dropping my whole hand turn 2 anyway, and then just swinging. So this enables you to kind of swing with your Vanguard last and actually have a decent number. So like, if he's being boosted by this, and yeah, I've swung twice with 2 things. 15k. Solid number against 10k Vanguards. Just helps you get, you know, some nice cheeky numbers out of nowhere because we are playing a 4k starter. If you guys want to play with this deck yourselves or do the challenge yourself, I highly recommend it. I think Stand's the best way to go with this deck because, well, we want to maximize our chances of winning, therefore we need to maximize our ability to be aggressive against our opponent. So stands is how we do that. But yeah, guys, the deck is really that special. It's just kind of a hodgepodge of all the best common cards in Nova Grappler. But hey, I'm telling you, it works. Without further ado, let's go ahead and go on the rank ladder and see if we can repeat the tear that we went on last time we did this. Alright guys, here we are for game 1 fighting against, Shadow Paladin. What's with me and just fighting Shadow Paladin as my first fight in these videos? That's so crazy. I never see Shadow Paladins whenever I stream, but always during a video I will fight against a Shadow Paladin player. It's crazy. Okay, hand is solid. We have a pretty good, you know, a useless grade 1 ride, so it's fine. And really, oh my gosh, a grade 2 turn is going to be so, like, aggressive. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the aggression. I'm going second too, so I'll get to know right away if he's the VP farmer, so let's find out. Are you a person? And look at this! We got a game, boys and girls. For those that don't know, I don't think I mentioned it during the rules video because I feel like it's a given at this point, but I don't count BP farmers for this challenge. I have to beat actual people in order to qualify this as a victory, so that's why I'm like really excited. I've been sitting here for like the past 10 minutes just like giving up instantly so that I can just like get a quick fight out for you guys, but it's okay. I'm just gonna ride, boost, and attack. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Now, this matchup for regular Novas, like, you know, Perfect Razor, honestly, I don't think is that bad. I think it's actually probably one of your best matchups, or, like, your better matchups, I should say, as a Nova player, because, like, being able to just, like, rush them with a crit and have really good numbers against them, despite, like, saying, oh, their cross-ride is really nice. Because the cool thing about Razors is that, like, their biggest weakness is that their rear guards suck, but they can make 13. And as long as they make 13, that rearguard column that was useless becomes fine because then your Vanguard's 23. So you really don't need anything stronger than like 10 or 13k on your rearguards for a deck like that, which is kind of nice. Because your big plan isn't to consistently bog them down, it's just to get, you know, crit through. Wow, and my hand is huge. Thank you, double draw triggers. So now we're going to ride Cup Bowler, the boy. The most useless cards in my hand are the Oasis Girls. I want to hang on to my boosters as well, if I can. I'll rest, and this is a great situation. My opponent's a 10k Vanguard. Normally, I can't just go swing, and expect my Vanguard to hit, but now I can because my Vanguard Cup Bowler will gain 1k for each unit that I arrest. So, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and swing like this. Also, SP Masquerade. Hot. Also, how fitting that we're using a common only deck against literally the most expensive deck in the game right now. How fitting is that? I just cannot think of a better metaphor for this. Oh man, and right as I say that, we see a common card in this deck. So maybe it's not the biggest, like, you know, expense v not expense battle in the world, but he did get the trigger, so our plan was thwarted, but it would have been thwarted no matter what we rode, so it's fine. Also, he's emoting me right now, so we don't want that. I don't want to be distracted by your BM, bro. I really don't. Oh, man. But there's the PBD. Okay. I mean, if he goes for the Lance here, I don't know. But he can totally tell what's up, by the way. Like, he knows what's going on right now, right? Like, he can see between the lines. He's like, this guy's using a commons only deck, right? By the way, I've seen people who use the list that I posted in the last video on the ladder sometimes, and when I see those people, or when people tweet photos of me, tweet photos at me and they're using that deck, I'm like, you're awesome, homie. You're awesome. So you guys, if you guys ever use this deck or some kind of common only challenge, please tweet it at me. Let me know. I want to celebrate that because I think it's a really fun way to kind of add breadth and depth to the ladder right now, because I feel like the ladder should be treated as a place for you to kind of goof off and have fun using the cards you've collected for the game, and less this like competitive like value point that like doing well on ranked actually gives you some kind of value. It shouldn't. It should just give you fun. A fun way to kind of pass the time and provide yourself with some entertainment. That's all ranked. That's all the ranked ladder should be, and you know, playing it like this allows you to do that, I think, really well. So here's the part that sucks. When it attacks, I think. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be like a little greed monster right now, but it's cool. I'm gonna use a Lionette's effect to give 3k to. It kind of don't matter. I'll give it to the King of Sword, I guess, and then I'll boost with this, and we're gonna swing and just deal 2 damage as well as draw a card. Pretty awesome turn, if you ask me. If I get another PG off this draw with Shubela or a draw trigger, I think I win the game. So just letting y'all know that right now. Just letting you all know that right now. I think I win the game, just straight up, which is pretty crazy. There's a heal trigger, so that's really good too. Also, I'm conserving all my counterblast. Maybe I should have called the other King of Sword, because then I could conserve counterblast for Oasis Girl. And there's the PG I could have drawn. Oh no, it's going to the bottom of the deck. That's not cool, game. Game, that's not cool. Just 2 back-to-back PGs? Oh, reverse the order. Give me the draw trigger, then give me the PG. That's a Monka Giga, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, so my opponent's going to draw for turn. They're probably going to get cross-ride this turn. Oh, they do not. So that's good to see, actually, because now I don't regret as much calling the Oasis Girl, because the Oasis Girl is a really great way for us to fix our columns. And there goes a PG. Did my opponent just discard a PG from their hand? Then they must be swimming in PGs. Otherwise, you would never make that play. So he's got at least 2 PGs in his hand. That's my assumption now. At least 2. No less than 2. Because you would not make that play if you had anything less. I'm just saying. You don't throw away PGs, like, I don't think ever, unless you're just swimming in them, and then they're all you have. There's another Dark Metal Dragon, so he's playing kind of like a budget Shadows build, so, like, it's still Shadows, so it's still, like, naturally more expensive than other decks, but, you know, it's cool. So he matched my heal with a heal, so far we've been kind of equally sacky on both sides. Like, I've gotten a lot of draw triggers, but so is he, and he just healed right there, making it for my heal last turn, so we're on pretty even footing, but I just keep getting grade 2s to call down, which is really nice. Kind of forces more out of him if he wants to try and, like, actually deal damage to me, which is what I think you need to do against Shadows. Like, the more you give Shadows time to just kind of sit there, gather units, retire yours without forcing them to do it, it allows them to have too much control over the game, and they can just push pressure against you. So we're doing pretty good so far. I'm not, like, complaining right now. I have a PG in my hands for if he wants to go for, like, a scary crit or something. Or if he does ever decide to, you know, cross-ride and stuff, I'll be ready. I might actually ride Top Gun if he cross-rides, TBH. Well, actually, no, it'd be the same thing as staying on Shubela, the more I think about it. There's another Vibe card. Jesus, how many does he have? Oh, a Nemain. This will be interesting. Do you think he'll use the Nemain? He might deck out. Wouldn't that be funny if I just, like, draw enough PGs to, like, make him deck out? Because, like, the amount of time Shadow players, like, deck out because they just go Nemain every single turn, it's kind of hilarious to me. Like, it happens more than you think. Running out of cards. Now, I don't think I'll be able to make the game last that long, but if he just keeps getting draw triggers, you never know. It could. Alright, so if I don't get a PG this turn, I think it's a pretty safe... Well, speaking of PGs, I think it's a pretty safe bet that I'm going to lose this game. But hey, all we need to do is win 1 game out of these 3 that we're going to play, so I have faith. I have faith in the power of commons only, you guys. Like you guys do not know. This deck is very powerful when it needs to be. Soon Hercules will come in. Hercules! That's a fun little meme that I do on stream. Whenever I see Hercules, I go, Hercules! In case you guys were wondering, I want to see a bunch of Hercules in the comments. Hercules! And, like, I'll know, and, like, we'll all know together, like, what it means. Oh, double stand trigger, double stand trigger, double stand trigger. Come on, do it. Oh, or just double trigger in general would have been nice, because I could have forced him to PG out of his hand, which would have been epic. Alright, so I have 3 heal triggers in my deck, and my deck is arguably very thin. Like, it's, I would argue, higher than a 25% chance that we get a heal trigger right now, which if we miracle heal, I'll take it. And there's the cross ride, so now he's gonna go for it. Interesting. I mean, he probably just drew it now, so he can go for it versus, like, him not having it before, but, you know, always interesting to see a late game Persona ride. Now, if he has another one in his hand, this could be like the game changer here, right? If he has another one in his hand, what he could do is like swing, force my PG out, and then swing again, and then force, and then get the Persona Blast, and then deal 2 damage to me. So that could be pretty cool. So, but like, I feel like if he's just sitting on PBO for no reason, right? Like, that's not smart. Vanguard Booster makes sense. He doesn't need that, so it's cool. Interesting choice. This makes me believe that he has the... Okay, no, he does not. Oh, no, he does. He does have it. Oh, now I need a double heal. Way to go, him. Getting a perfect win condition. So, I don't understand the play, though, of just, like, sitting on it in your hand. Like, isn't it always better just to ride it and then wait until you get your Persona Blast? Like, I don't see a reason why you just don't ride him. But, like, whatever, I guess. No Hercules. So that's game 1 down. That's a loss. Hey, that makes sense. You know, like, we just didn't draw enough PGs, and so we died to Shadow Paladins. That happens. I think if we got 1 less heal trigger, or we got that double draw trigger, double trigger last turn, You never know, game could have been different. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and move on to game 2. Alright, guys, here we are for round 2, fighting against a Nova Grappler mirror match. Now, obviously, if he's P-Razor, we are clearly not P-Razor. So, we'll be very speaking of P-Razor. This will be a super exciting thing to see. Maybe we can pull this one out. I think I remember beating a Nova deck last time we did this, so that'd be pretty cool. I have to keep Top Gun in my hand, which I'm not very happy. You know what? I'm returning Top Gun. We gotta go balls to the wall with this. Okay, we got a Hercules, but you know what? It's fine. We got a Hercules, but it's okay. I believe in the power of me. He's taking a long time, which makes me believe that he's actually mulliganing. Yes, we have a real person. Life is great. Okay, cool. So, let's see how we do with game 2 here. Battle Razor. Always fun to see the SP Battle Razor. Will that mean? Does that mean I'll be seeing SP thingy? What's it called? Perfect Razor. By the way, I didn't know this, but when you ride an SP Perfect Razor and you counterblast to get an SP, you get an SP Battle Razor, which is super cool. It's not this one; it's the regular art, but like it's like an SP version of it, which is super nice. I think it's a really nice touch. I need to be aggressive, so I'm going to be. I'm going to put this here, call this here, swing 6, swing 12. I have 3 great twos in my hand. Like I have to be aggressive. That's the only chance I have is to be aggressive with my actual cards and not care. Being against an actual, you know, Nova player kind of lets me do this. But hey, that's 2 great twos for him gone, so that's 2 less intercepts you could have for next turn to try and thwart me from just like going 3 attacks face, you know, which is pretty nice. Doesn't he call anything else? He calls a King of Sword and a Burst Razor. Interesting. He's gonna just go at my faceplate. Wow. Mad respect, I guess. I would swing the rear guard first, right? If you're him. Because your Vanguard's slightly stronger and you can just like swing unboosted to keep your Battle Razor on play. Yeah. Solid. Plus, you can always just swing my Tough Boy if I get a trigger here. Which I do, and it's a heal trigger. Oh, what a waste of a heal. Now, will he attack my Vanguard or will he attack my Tough Boy? Is he okay with just being unequal damage, or does he want to just give me as much damage as possible? Let's find out. Together, team. he's so debating it. Look at him. He's like, what do I do here? What's the best move? I would attack the Tough Boy. If I was him, I would attack the Tough Boy. Oh, but he's going for it, team. I like it, though. I like the action. It pays off. He gets the draw trigger. Super cool. Yo, good. Hey, you know what? We're just duking it out with your opponent. You know, like you want them to kind of duke it out with you, right? Like I wanted my opponent to like do what I was doing, right? It's kind of the idea. And now I have Cup Bowler, which is again the ideal ride for this turn, which is super nice. And there's a Shubela, which is amazing. So now we have a really solid grade 3 to ride. Here's the part about this that is a little bit. I'm gonna be a little. I normally don't, you know, choose to line it this early, but I need to have a grade 2 in this front row column here because I have 0 PGs in my hand. So 11. My Vanguard will be swinging for, I don't have 4 units, but if I give it here with 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's a lot. Yeah, so we'll give the power to Cup Bowler. He'll become 12k, he'll become 13k after he swings, which is nice, which will be enough to hit the thing. So we'll swing like this. Now he becomes 13k. I'll swing with Cup Bowler. If I get a stand trigger, I can restand and then have another hit, 15 and then 19. No stand trigger, but it's cool. But I can guarantee push him to 4 damage this turn, and I have double intercept, so I shouldn't die next turn. Unless he's playing critical triggers, and then in which case he could kill us. But as far as I'm concerned, he's not, so solid. Plus, he needs to get rid of his 2 boosters in play, so then he needs something that can hit 10k by itself, or, of course, with a boost. And there's the Perfectilizer. And the next turn, all I gotta do is ride Shubela, calling King of Sword and Hercules. Super cool. If I got a booster, give it to my Vanguard. Nothing crazy there. But we don't have time because I didn't get any PGs, so we don't have a lot of time here. But he's only got grade 3s on board, guys. So it's looking good for our ability to kind of actually kill him on the next turn. Only has one card in his hand, therefore only maximum 1 PG in his hand. If we get a stand trigger, if we get any kind of trigger, we can actually just win the game next turn. So we're also in a spot to kind of win the game, actually, which is super neat to think about. As long as he doesn't get a heal trigger here, of course. And now that I say it's going to happen, right? Always is the case. No! Ooh, I like to see that. And I'll actually be heal blocking him for the first trigger, which is super nice. Draw trigger? No, there's a PG. That's not good. I need those. Those are important cards. And there goes on the draw. I'm assuming that card's not going to be a PG. I'm only going to act like he has 1 card in his hand. But he did go for the double Battle Razor, which is kind of hot. But, like, it's whatever. And there's another Shubela. Okay, so we're not looking too hot in terms of... It's when it attacks, right? Or when it's boosted. Yeah, when its unit is boosted. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and call a King of Sword, as well as another Shubela. So I sadly need double triggers in order to actually just, like, hit him at all. So, like, that's frustrating, but here we go. Just give me one. Oh my god, 0? I have 0. Okay, this game's bad. This is a bad game. We definitely just lost, but you know what? That's the bullet we bite, you know? Like, that is the way the cookie crumbles. I didn't get any boosters, so I can't hit him. That's like the way this works. I wasn't able to use Shubela as effect to draw any cards, and yeah, it just kind of be like that sometimes, right? That's the kind of L you gotta take when you're doing a commons only challenge. So we only have one game left in our matches today. Well, of course I can always just like miracle here right here, but even if I do, I only have one left. No, I have 0 left actually because I drew 2 of them. No, oh, there's the stand trigger. That would have been kind of nice. It wouldn't have mattered, but had I had a booster, I could have swung in a way that kind of like makes me win if I get the, you know, the thing. But anywho, a couple more triggers away. Really, I think a booster there, and we would have had like a pretty good shot of winning, honestly, which would have been super cool. But that's it for game 2. On to game 3, our last chance to get 2 in a row commons only challenge. Let's do it. Alright guys, here we are for game 3, fighting against Royal Paladin. Yo, Wolfic Heart for the glory of Grey. Yo, I'm about it, bro. Alright guys, let's see if we can't end season 2 of the Rarity Challenge right by beating probably the most popular deck in the format right now. This is probably an MLB deck if I had to guess. Oh, and this hand is pretty solid if you ask me. That's a pretty solid hand, Chief. Oh, it's a Drangall. Poopy! That means it's a VP Farmer team. Not a big fan of that. Let's see if he rides just to be safe. Oh, wait! Not a VP Farmer. He's actually just riding. He's just playing, you know what, fine. It's fine with me. I don't care. I'm fighting against Diet MLB. I'm fighting against Galahad. I'm cool with this. I am cool with this. It's a game. It's against a person. Feeling the pride. Blue stacks. Don't lag on me now. Okay. And then we swing. He's probably like, he probably thought I was a VP Farmer, and he's like, wait a second, this is an actual person? That's the cool thing about playing Lion and Heat. You might convince some people to kind of like commit early, which would be so hilarious. I would find that so funny. But here we go. Some Galahad deck. I'll take it. Let's do it. Let's have a party. And he's playing the Blast of Dark tech. I like that too. I like the Blast of Dark tech in there. In the Galahad deck. For in case you ride it and don't, like, if you don't ride Galahad, you may as well get a free retire, right? I guess that's the idea. I'll be a little aggressive now because I have a 14k Vanguard against his 9k Vanguard, so that's super solid. I think I'll, yeah, just ditch these two. We don't really need them, huh? Had I fought against MLB, I would have considered holding on to these because they can hit 12k by themselves if I counterblast 3. Isn't that a weird sentence? If I counterblast 3, they can hit 12k. That's so much cost for not much reward. But so far, we've been going pretty solid here. We've both been pretty trigger dry so far. So, the second I say that, he gets a heal trigger. But, you know, it's fine. He was due for something. It may as well have been a heal. Honestly, I'm more okay with that than I am a draw trigger, if I'm being honest. Does he get the Knight of Godly Speed? He does not. Wow, 2 whiffs of the right chain, man. But he gets it anyway, so he's cool. But he doesn't have enough soul to use the effect yet, so I'm probably not going to get critted in the face. Unlike the last game, however, where I fought against the crit deck, I actually have the PG in my hand this time. So eventually, I'll be able to last one more turn maybe than he thinks I will. Fun fact, actually, I think for my first double rare and lower challenge, I actually played Royal Paladin, but it was set 1 Royals, so it was just like Royal Paladin, good stuff with like Alfred Early and Palamedes, no Galahads. This deck would have been way better to use in Season 2, but I ended up using, I think, Aleth instead, which is just like fun. And there was another heal trigger for my opponent, which is like a Feels Bad Man, I guess, but like, you know what, it's kind of okay. Like, I'm not, like, too upset about it. I'm upset about it, but not, like, too bad. If I... Give me a booster this turn. Oh, my God. There go all my boosters. Why can't... Watch me draw a heal trigger now. Watch it happen. Okay, no, booster. Awesome. Great. That's not the best booster I could have asked for. I would love a Tough Boy right behind my Vanguard, but it's fine, I guess. I think I will actually just, you know, call... I should just call these 2 things, huh? Like, how badly... No, I really want to draw that card, though. How badly do I want to draw that card, though? Let me think about that. You know what? I'm going to hang on to the Tough Boy, actually. Tough Boy. Hang on to the Clay Doll. use that just that way it can hit by itself, and then because I'm not gonna be able to, I don't need to boost this turn anyway, so I'm gonna just like hold on to it so that way I can make a better formation in the future depending on what he calls. Because if he calls 2 more grade 2s, I can just use Shubela to attack them, and it's chill. Stand trigger. Oh, now I'm really wishing I called the freaking thing behind this King of Sword, but it's okay. Give me a double trigger to make up for it. Nope. Oh, and there's a tough boy. F. It's cool. It's all right. Mistakes are mistakes. Booster. Top Gun. Okay, so at least it's another good rear guard. If this guy's skill worked Vanguard rear guard, he would honestly be a 4-of in this deck. If I'm being honest, I think he'd be a 4-of in almost every Nova deck if that was true, because he'd be like an automatic 13k attacker basically, which is pretty solid for the deck. Which I don't think currently. I don't think there is actually a really good rear guard attacker besides Miss Splendor, but like it doesn't gain power. And there are just some grade 3s, so we can kind of up the damage next turn, which is gonna be super cool. Him calling the Soul Saver, like if he had like that card in his hand's probably a PG, right? But if he had the option to like call something else, I would have held the Soul Saver for like a late game push turn, because you know he'll have enough soul to do the thing. And there's a heal trigger, nice. Hercules is returning balance to the world, but I'm gonna lose my rear guard Hercules, but it's fine. I'm either gonna draw a PG or an attacker, so like it's cool, I guess. But I am gonna kill that Soul Saver Dragon because it will give him way too much value in the late game. If I leave it there. Also, Brutal Joker is pretty hot. I'll call the Brutal Joker. Activate his skill. I'm not gonna play for a stand trigger here, even though I really want to. I could totally play for a stand trigger here, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna swing at this with my Vanguard. Boom. Ooh, and there's a draw trigger, which is so hot. And now we're gonna push 2 more damage against the opponent. Oh baby. And now you can see like kind of the power of just like having good consistent numbers. Like if I can just attack him 3 times every single turn with, you know, 2 damage getting through every single turn, I will eventually just kill him. You know, like he does not like have much left going for him. He has 2 heals already gone. His deck is getting, yes, low, but he's got like no boosters. He's got no grade 2s. I myself have no grade 2s as well, so this turn's gonna hurt a lot, but he can't get a crit, so like I'm not gonna die this turn no matter what happens. This thing can't even hit me. It won't hit me unless it gets a double trigger and I don't get any. So here we go. Well, there's one. If he gets a double trigger right now and I don't get one, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, good. So he's just gonna kill Brutal Joker. I have my 11k to replace it, so as long as I get another grade 2 potentially. Oh, and there's a whiffed heal. I think I have 1 left now. Yes, he has 2, which is frustrating, but it's okay. It's fine. I have the PG, so even if he gets like a crit out of nowhere somehow, I'll be okay. Also, he is playing an MLB, so like I can say like be an MLB deck, I guess. Do I close by himself? Like, is that smart? Here and then there. Oh, no, we go like this. Cause I'll have more. Yeah. Then we go like this. Yeah. That's the wave. That's the wave, team. And he gets the draw trigger. Oh my god. I'm gonna go for a swing at the Vanguard because I want to just push the PG out of his hand if I can. Like I have to, basically. Okay, good. I got the draw PG. Ah, that's cool. So I'll force that out. I'll get rid of this booster. Force him to commit 2 cards if he can. And then next turn I can just win the game, potentially. I'm at 4 damage. I have an intercept. Even if he gets a crit, I have a PG in my hand that I can survive with. So I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. I have the King of Sword in my hand that I can use with the boost and plate. I'll force 2 more PGs out of his hand if he has any. I'm assuming he has at least 1 more in his hand. Royal Paladin is not known for just drawing its PGs, you know? It just doesn't do it. Now, he's getting draw triggers out of nowhere, but he needs to commit some kind of board here if he wants to try and pressure me. And there's the Morgana. I was like, can it boost and gain 5k? No, it has to attack. So I could, in theory, take 0 damage this turn, which would be nice. Oh, and there's another heal trigger. That's not good. That's very not good to see. He's healed 3 times. Wow. I'm going to lose someone healing 3 times against me in this challenge. That's kind of not fair. I'm gonna be honest, kind of not happy about that. Because I'm already playing with commons only. Can you give me a break? Just like a little bit? Okay. This hand's nice. If he doesn't get, as long as he doesn't get the defensive this turn, I think I can still win. He has 10 triggers out of his deck. Don't get it. Just don't get it. Oh, of course he did. And now I need to double trigger. And I've got 9 out of my deck. Alright. Shubela, I believe in you. Let's do this, homie. Oh my god. Okay, there's one. PG. Oh, if I got the PG, I could have lived, actually. Alright, don't have the PG. He doesn't. He has it. Ah, I'm so frustrated. It's okay, though. It's okay. I have one heal trigger left in my deck, so if he's gonna beat me with Sakura, can I beat him with Sakura? I want End Season 2 with a win, man. Come on, I've been so close all day today. One thing going my way, man. You know he didn't have another one, right, team? Like, we can all agree he didn't have another PG in his hand, right? He was gonna lose, but he got it. So there you go. He got it. So there you go. Oh, that heal trigger was big. So big. All three of them were big, if I'm being completely honest. Oh my god, just rub it in. Also, you notice how he attacked my rear guard? Oh no, he had to. I forgot. I thought I had a great. I thought he could choose. I thought he was being a BM for a second. All right, Hercules. Come on, Hercules. Hercules, you are my hero. Do it. Do it. Oh my god, yes! Oh, but because he healed too, I don't think we actually get to win. That's the real sad bit. I have 2 stand triggers in my deck. Okay, I gotta think real hard here. I have 2 stand triggers in this deck. If I get them, I think I can win. If I get these 2 stand triggers, I think I win the game. So that's cool. If only you gain power on the rear guard, you freaking cup bowlers. Oh my god. If I somehow pull this off, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, there's a PG. We know he only has 1 left maximum. Double stand trigger. Come on. Double stand trigger. Come on. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I gonna... Is this it? Is this it? Holy crap, you guys. Holy crap. Oh my god, no. Come on. No, he had the last PG in his hand. Okay. Okay. He just needs... It's impossible. Wait, I have two intercepts. Hold on. I think it's impossible. Unless those 2 cards in his hand have 9k power, it's impossible for him to win. Oh wait, Blaster Blade! Oh, I forgot about him! Also, he could have just like called one that had 9k and then used Morgana. Is that to attack a Vanguard? No, but it's to attack. And he had the Soul Saver as well! Oh my god, was that his last trigger? He has 1 left. Oh my god. You guys, he healed all 4 times, and that's what let him win. I am so pissed. I swear to God, if my 6 damage is a Brutal Joker, I will be so sad. I will be so sad if my 6 damage is a Brutal Joker right now. The last one that I needed for this. Oh my god! Oh my god! You know what? If I'm gonna lose, it may as well be to like the most BS game I think I've recorded so far. For like, I think that's like the most just BS game I've ever recorded for Vanguard here. Like, my opponent made no plays. He had no reason to win that game other than 4 heal triggers. I was setting things up. I was doing everything that I could. 1 more PG would have probably had another turn. If I would have gotten that double stand trigger, guys, for the game, I would have legitimately lost my mind. But you know what? I'm still like the deck performed well. Like, I had a chance every single game, and the fact that I did is honestly the real crazy part, and what I really enjoy about this challenge, because it just makes you like want to win so badly. But I had a lot of fun, and even though this is a loss for the end of the season finale, which means I've officially lost twice at this challenge now, it's still really fun and still really awesome, and I really want to continue it in the future. So if you guys want or enjoyed this episode of the Rarity Challenge, please let me know by leaving a like on this video. I think if this video gets 100 likes, I will guarantee do every single iteration of this for set 5 and possibly set 6. But I plan on doing a lot more videos starting next month of all kinds of different challenges for IRL, TCGs, as well as for Vanguard Zero. So let me know if you guys want me to continue this challenge down in the comments below. I really enjoyed it. Today was a fun day. We were so close. That last game was like, it was hype. It was very suspenseful, and I really enjoyed it. But if we would have won, I would have been so happy. But it's okay. It happens. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been your Truechampionsteven. Please be sure to work hard, rest easy, and live well. And I will see you all next time. Peace.